some people have asked me, can't my OBM set up my tech for me? And to that I say, yeah, OBMs can 100% implement. OBMs can 100% set up all your tech pieces for you. A lot of OBMs are certified in different tech platforms at that. But when you're working with me specifically, I don't just do the implementation. I sit there and do the strategy with you, right? And I lay out a plan for what we're doing. So sometimes what winds up happening is that you see an OBM and you are working with your OBM and you realize that your OBM realizes that like a system needs a workflow or process needs to change. One, it can take weeks to a month to months, depending on like how busy your business is, to actually make that singular change. And then two, that singular change is then made in a silo. It is not made with a holistic view of your entire business in mind. It is not made with the thought process of how this is going to affect your entire structure, right? Like if it is a client delivery process that you're changing, okay, you're changing the client delivery process and like maybe thinking about like okay, your OBM is so in the weeds of your business because they're with you on a day-to-day basis, right? That it's hard sometimes for them to be able to step back and have that bird's eye view of your business. So if you have a great OBM, you don't need my full package. That's totally cool. I invite you both to come and have the strategy session with me where we will give you both that bird's eye view and then lay out recommendations that your OBM can then go implement, and they don't have to use additional brain power trying to come up with the solutions. The solutions are already given to them by somebody who understands the strategy of building up these platforms, right? So that now your OBM is saving up time and being able to implement something that is that they know will be saving you tons of money instead of experimenting and trying things out and then maybe having them work out a month or two down the road and then having them to go back to the drawing board or then having to tackle the next project or etc, right? Like you now have a roadmap for your OBM to follow versus having them tackle things one by one, which may eventually lead to like a year-long process.